not only am I going to share with you my brand new amazing amigurumi books, these are going to be crocheted and knitted toys, so I'm really excited to show these books to you. Let's head in where it's a little bit quieter and a little bit cooler. We will start with the first book that I just got, Lula and her amigurumi friends. The very kind people from Amigurumi.com sent me this book, and I was so thrilled because I actually crocheted Lula back in June of 2020. Back then, these patterns were just individual patterns that you could buy on Etsy. It wasn't all of the family and friends that are in this book, but there were a handful of toys. These characters were originally created by the illustrator Noor Abdallah, and then Dasha and Kate from Granny's Crochet Hook, who were amigurumi designers, got their hands on them and created the most beautiful crocheted toys. The one that I made was Mrs. Habiba. When I was looking through all of the patterns, I thought each one was so adorable and I wanted to make them all. But then oh no, Lula. Oh honey. Oh, she fell down. Oh my goodness. Okay, are you okay? Oh. Ah! Gonna fall again. Okay, Lula has a hard time standing on her own. There we go. Where was I? Oh, the reason why I chose Mrs. Habiba was I was looking at the pattern and I thought she was really cute, and Mrs. Habiba is Lula's teacher. And all of these patterns are different people from Lula's life, and I'll share more with you because they're so cute. But Mrs. Habiba caught my eye because she has a little gray cat, just like I do, and this little gray cat has a pink leash, which is exactly what Miss Olive has. We take Olive out on her little harness and leash every single day of her life. So I was like, well, obviously I'm gonna have to crochet this one because why would I crochet any other one? This lady has a cat on a leash, a little gray cat on a leash. So that's why I decided to crochet Mrs. Habiba, and she is adorable. So for Mrs. Habiba, I decided to go in a completely different direction and try a yarn that I had done a little testing on in my Hobby Lobby yarn review video that I did a few months ago. This yarn stuck out to me because there was just something about it I really liked, and this is the Yarn Bee Comfy Classic. Before you go run into Hobby Lobby and ordering this yarn, there are some things that I think you need to know because you're either going to love this yarn or you're going to absolutely hate it with every fiber of your being. And there's a couple of reasons why. Number one, this yarn is stretchy, and I mean stretchy. I've never had a yarn like this before. I've never worked with a yarn like this before. The stretch actually felt really, really good in my hands. So I have a lot of inflammation in my hands and in my joints. So I'm very particular about the yarns that I use, and I like them to have a little bit of stretch. This one fit the bill really, really good. It is so stretchy. Now, let me just say that can be a good thing and it can be a bad thing. The other thing to know is that when you cut the yarn, it frays. Now, for the most part, working with it, it's a little bit splitty. Not terrible, but it is. And if you hate splitty yarns and you just really don't like that and it makes you want to choke your family members, then I may suggest not trying this yarn. The other thing that I really like about it is the stitch definition, and you can really see all the stitches really well. And when you're an amigurumi maker and you have very uniform stitches, it's kind of nice to show them off and have some nice stitch definition every once in a while. I do love me some fuzzy yarns, but sometimes I like really crisp definition, and this yarn definitely has that. So I also like that the price is pretty good. I got it at 30% off, which Hobby Lobby yarn is every other week 30% off. This was $2.79 for 3.5 ounces. Now for Mrs. Habiba, I used actually a lot of yarn, but she's a big toy. The other negative thing is that it only comes in 13 colors, which makes me pretty sad because I think that this yarn could do really well, especially if they offered a lot of different color options. But I will say that the color options that they have are really pretty. So I used blush for the little sweater, I used khaki for the skin, ocean water for her pants, clay for her hair and her shoes, and gold for her hijab. And I just thought that these colors all looked really, really gorgeous together. I wanted you to know the good, the bad, and the ugly about the Comfy Classic yarn, but For me, it's a winner. I really do like it. Where's Lula? Where are you? What's so cute about this book is that each one of the characters is an important person from Lula's life. I think that is so sweet. And one of my favorites is her dad. Just look at him. Look at how adorable this man is. He's just so cute. I love his handlebar mustache. I love his pants. I love his suspenders. And the one thing that I love so much are his socks and his hairy legs. Just stop. How cute is that? I just cannot get over the adorableness of each one of these characters, and they're all cute. You have to look at her opa, which is her grandpa. He's wearing a very tacky Hawaiian shirt and some shorts, and he's got his little skinny hairy legs too, which I just love. It's so adorable. You'll also find Lula's mom. You'll find her little brother Bo, also her grandma Oma, her neighbor Gary, Yo-Yo, Gary's Dalmatian dog, Maya, Lula's closest friend, and Hadi, Maya's dad, Lula's friends Martha and Toby, Yoo-Hoo, the owl that lives in Lula's backyard, Stefan, the postman in Lula's town, and obviously Mrs. Habiba, her teacher. This next book is one that I am super excited about, and it's The Complete Guide to Crochet Dolls and Animals, Amigurumi Techniques Made Easy by the Japan Amigurumi Association. This is a big honkin' book. There are about 270, how many pages are in here? Okay, this is a 240-page encyclopedia of amigurumi techniques, and I think that anybody who is an amigurumi addict should have this book in your library because there are so many amazing techniques in this book, like your basic things, but it also goes into depth about how to do certain techniques, like how to make hair, how to crochet a little boot, how to do different shapes, and it is wonderful. This is not a pattern book. I want you to know that. This does have a couple of projects in the back so that you can practice the techniques, but it really is more for those of you who are ready to experiment with the patterns that you're already making. Maybe you want to tweak them, change them, and you're looking for some ideas, or maybe you're ready to jump into designing amigurumi. That's why I am super excited about this book, and I'm going to just keep it by my bedside to read at night because there's a lot of really good information in here. Embrace the pretty in every shade of brown with a one-of-a-kind homemade creation that is a true reflection of your dreams. This book has been getting a lot of buzz in the media because it is the very first ever book on how to crochet black and brown amigurumi dolls. As I was looking through the book and oohing and awing over each one of these patterns, I was really struck by the meaning behind this book. And Yolanda Jordan really goes into depth about why she created this book, and I think it is really beautiful. This base doll is inspired by one of my most requested dolls to date. Mia is the first design I created with the 2 Afro Puffs hairstyle, and she was designed not only with me in mind, but with all the little African American girls who may have been told that they were not pretty or that the texture of their hair was not acceptable. Each design in this book is a modification of the Mia design, and you will find that by changing her outfit and hairstyle, you can bring a whole new doll to life. I think why this book is so important and why it's getting the media attention that it deserves is that you don't see a lot of black and brown dolls in patterns. If you're looking at Etsy or if you're looking at books, there aren't a lot of dolls specific to black and brown little girls. And I really thought that this was beautiful because I know how important it is for a child to see themselves in the media or in the toys that they play with. So for example, my son is physically disabled, and I have noticed that as he's gotten older, how much it means to him to see people with physical disabilities in the media, on YouTube, and in real life. It really does something to help him to feel like, wow, that person looks like me. That's why I thought this book was really important, and I want every little child to see themselves in a toy and to hold that little doll and know that that looks like me, and I think that's really important. important. So go check this book out. It's really wonderful. And Yolanda Jordan also has a wonderful Instagram page too, which I will link to in the description box below. This is a brand new knitted toy book by Louise Crowther, and it is the Knitted Wild Animal Friends, and it is as amazing as it sounds. Back in June of 2020, I knit this adorable owl from her original Knitted Animal Friends book, and I am so impressed with Louise Crowther's books because, well, first of all, they have adorable patterns. They're so adorable. They're so cute. They are just so unique. But what's so great about them is there is a lot of detail in the book, especially when you go to the back. She has a whole section called Techniques where you can learn some really amazing skills. I would say that this book is better suited for a comfortable knitter. Like, you feel comfortable knitting. Maybe you don't know how to do everything, but you feel confident in your basic knitting skills. One of the most amazing parts of her books is that the clothing is extraordinary. Like, I wish that I had clothes that looked as good as this adorable owl right here. And it is no different in her Knitted Wild Animal Friends. They're so cute. Let me show you these. She has lots of different animals to choose from, and it's really the concept of having the animal and all the clothes fit all of the different animals because the bodies are pretty much all the same. You get Olivia the elephant, Henry the rhinoceros, Isabel the giraffe, Theo the lion, Charlie the chimpanzee, Sophie the tiger, Hugo the zebra, Edward the sloth, Poppy the koala, James the bear, Elsie the hippopotamus, and Mia the panda. One of my favorites from this book is Sophie the tiger. She is beautiful. I love the stripes. I love all the details of her little body. But then that pink ruffled dress is just about as cute as it can be. I just think it is amazing, and I want to get my needles out and make it right now. When I purchased this book, I realized that she had another book, and I added it to the cart like I do, and it's My Knitted Doll. This one was published a couple of years ago, but these are adorable. These are all little dolls, and they have all these cute little clothes, and that's the thing that Louise does so well, is create all of these beautiful clothes that make me want to wear them. One of my favorites in here is Faye, and she has the cutest little Ugg boots on, and then that bunny sweater that she is wearing. I literally would wear that every single day if I had one of those. I love all of Louise Crowther's books. They're amazing. I have 3 of them, all of her knitted toy books. She's an exceptional designer with such unique patterns. I hope you enjoyed all 5 of these Amigurumi books, and I hope you all have a great week out there. Happy stitching and stay safe. No, I said that wrong. I always say stay safe. I hope you have a great week. Stay safe and happy stitching. Stay safe out there. I don't know what I say at the end of the videos now. I don't know why this sounds so odd. Bye. I'll see you next week.